Inside a small, round wooden house nestled deep within an enchanted forest, a family of fluffy white rabbits lived in quiet happiness. Each one was as charming as a character from a dream, bright blue eyes, soft fur like clouds, and plump, chubby cheeks that glowed with innocence. Though they were rabbits, they dressed like little people. One wore a tiny red scarf around his neck, another had a delicate pink bow behind her ear, a third clutched a toy carrot like a treasure, and others wore little shirts, waistcoats, and skirts stitched from scraps of fabric they had found and cherished. The cozy house was built with warmth and care, its polished wooden door glowing golden brown in the flicker of lamplight. A heart-shaped carving in the very center seemed to beat with magic, a symbol of safety and love. The rabbits adored their home, for it was not just wood and stone, but a place where laughter echoed, where stories were told by candlelight, and where dreams felt alive. But that night, shadows pressed close to the walls, and the gentle creatures huddled near the door in nervous silence. The forest outside was hushed, save for the occasional rustle of leaves that hinted at something, or someone, lurking in the darkness. Through the heart-shaped carving of the door, a face appeared. It was the head of a jackal. His fur was the color of midnight blue, and his eyes glowed red like embers hidden in ash. Around his head he had wound a scarf, pink and heart-shaped, as though mocking the very symbol carved into the door. He peered inside with a grin that stretched too wide, and the rabbits shivered. "Little ones," came the jackal's voice, smooth and dangerous, like velvet hiding thorns. "Why do you hide?" "I only want to visit, to share in your warmth." But the rabbits knew better. Their grandmother had told them tales of the jackal, of how he prowled the forest under moonlight, searching for hearts to trick and kindness to swallow whole. Still, the sight of him was strange. Why wear a pink scarf, shaped like a heart, if his soul was so dark? The rabbit with the red scarf stepped forward bravely, his tiny paws trembling but his voice steady. "This door was made by love, carved with magic. You cannot cross its heart." The jackal chuckled, his red eyes narrowing. "Perhaps not tonight. But love can falter, and fear can break it. One day, little rabbits, you may open it for me." His words were smoke, curling through the heart-shaped opening. The rabbits held one another tightly, their eyes shining in the dim light, and whispered soft promises never to let fear weaken them. The jackal lingered, pressing his head against the heart-shaped carving as though he could feel the warmth within. But the magic in the door pushed him back, glowing faintly whenever his breath grew too close. At last, with a hiss, he melted into the shadows, leaving only the faint sound of leaves brushing against the night air. Inside, the rabbits released the breaths they had been